Today's video is mostly a heads up for people who are collecting Regal Robots' archive collection. Now, the archive collection, in case you're unfamiliar, I've made a lot of videos about it, so I'd recommend you go back and look at the playlist that I have for those. But in a nutshell, they are replicas of the concept maquettes, or statues, that were made during Return of the Jedi to create many of the characters and alien races that we came to know and love. And that is true of these two right here. These are the very first versions of Weequay and Klaatu that were created, and then everything that came after that in decades of Star Wars media would, eventually can eventually be traced back to this, which I think is super cool. And as a person who is interested in both kind of classic film production and also special effects, in addition to Jabba's palace aliens and so forth, these were right up my alley. And as I say, I've been collecting them since they released them a while back. The reason I'm making this video today, though, is they've made kind of a new thing, a new experiment in some ways, I think, that I would like to tell people about, especially if you already have some of these maquettes. Just to briefly explain, most of these, up until maybe a year or two ago, year and a half ago, they would be in a numbered edition and then a signature edition. A signature edition would come with a plaque like this that has the person's signature on it. The person, by which I mean the person, in most cases, who sculpted this actual maquette, the original one. And that's, very cool to get the person's signature that way. But they came up with a bit of an innovation a little while back, whereby they would, in addition to having a signature edition, they would have a so-called legacy edition, which, in addition to the person's signature, would also include a piece of artwork from that person. So in the case of Klaatu, which came out after Weequay, we got this, and as you can see, it comes with the signature plaque and a piece of unique artwork. This is the only one of this design that there was. All the other ones are different colors, different poses, and everything it's all unique to the person who receives it. So really cool. This particular one was, as I say, by Ken Ralston, who is a 5-time Academy Award winner for various special effects movies, in addition to creating all of these aliens for Return of the Jedi. So very prestigious person to have involved in this, I think. The only thing is, as I say, this one, also by Ken Ralston, came out earlier and only had the signature edition. And that's, nothing wrong with having the signature edition. But since they already had Ken make one for this character, Klaatu, I think they probably said, hey, why don't we go back and see if Ken would mind making some Legacy Edition sketches for Weequay as well. And that is, in fact, what they have done. Now, with Weequay originally, when he was released, they had 150 pieces for the just plain numbered edition and 83 for the signature edition. And what they're doing now is releasing some additional sketches that essentially will allow you to convert a piece that you already have, basically regardless of whether you have the numbered or signature edition, allow you to convert that to a sort of new Legacy edition. With Weequay here, he was originally released, as I said, in 2 editions. The numbered edition was 150 pieces, and the signature edition was 83 pieces. And what they're going to be doing is releasing 50 of these Legacy Edition plaques with signatures and art pieces in them, to allow some subset of those people who have purchased this maquette to essentially upgrade theirs to a Legacy Edition if they do so desire. So what I want to do is, I think we'll get Klaatu out of here for the moment, and we'll go ahead and bring out the new Legacy Edition art piece that I have just received. So here is the new Legacy Edition art piece and signature plaque as well. It is, as you can tell, the exact same format, basically, as the ones they've used for other characters, including Klaatu here. So it will fit right in if you've been collecting the other Legacy Editions, as I have. And just to look at this briefly, Ken did an amazing job, I thought, with his Klaatu artwork, and this is no exception. We've got a lot of nice colors and some cross-hatching and things. It really looks quite well done. And of course, these are all unique, as I say, 50 different unique pieces of artwork. This one here is sort of him looking all serious and everything, and it's a good match for his expression here on the maquette itself. But for other ones he's done, they were also, some comical ones. He's in different costumes and things, or has weird expressions on his face. I think he got really creative with some of these art pieces, and I'm really impressed by that. I mean, part of me wants to have the more crazy ones, but I do like that this is a good match for the maquette itself, and also probably fits in a little bit better with the other ones that I already have. But I would have been totally happy with any of them, to be quite frank, and I think you would be as well. And here's the art, the signature plaque as well. He's got a very bold signature, Ken does. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you are interested in getting one of these, I think you don't even have to have the maquette. I guess you could get one of these as a standalone piece, but I think most people are going to be doing it to upgrade their signature or numbered edition maquettes to a legacy edition. And for the record, will be, at this point anyway, the smallest legacy edition that they've made at 50. So that is kind of an elite group, I guess you'd say. Now, the actual maquette, the signature edition sold out a long time ago, but they do still have, I'm told, some of the numbered edition left. So you could also, if you really wanted to, buy the numbered edition and this plaque, and then you'd have an instant legacy edition Weequay, which is pretty cool as well. I'll be putting links to all of this in the video description, of course. They also have a payment plan, I'm told. I have actually used that once, and it was pretty painless to do. This does bring up one interesting question that I'd like to get your input on. Now that they are kind of going back and retroactively adding some legacy edition stuff to other maquettes that they've done in the past, would you be interested in them doing that for other ones as well? I personally would love to see them go back and do that for Jabba at least, because, well, we know they've already had Phil Tippett go in and do the Legacy Edition for the Rancor and for Bib Fortuna. So I think having him kind of complete that, that trio, I guess you'd say, in a way, with Jabba would be really awesome. And for me, more selfishly, personally, I didn't, for Jabba, end up getting the signature edition. I don't know what I was thinking. I ended up just getting the regular numbered edition way back when. That was my very first of these archive collection maquettes, and I don't know, I hadn't at that point gone all in on them as I have now, but I would really like to see them do that. Also, Max Rebo would be awesome. And so, yeah, definitely would like to see them explore this idea a little bit more. But let me know what you think in the comments below. As of the making of this video, I'm not totally sure the exact date when these will be available. I'll put the actual release date in the video description. It'll be within the next several days, though. And of course, you can also try following Regal Robot on various social media if you do that sort of thing. These will be $2.99 for the actual art piece, the Legacy Edition sketch with plaque, which, I think is not that bad of a price when you consider the pricing differential between the regular signature and legacy editions in the past. I think that's right in line with that. Well, that's about it for today. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.